Hello everyone, guys. How is it going? How is it going? Just in time for the opening. Watching this amazing aggression of the buyers. What a market. I'd like to know how many of you notice with one in chat that the market is moving mainly during the night. During the day is shit. You only have compression. You have nothing interesting. Yesterday was 5 points up, 5 points down, 5 points up. During the night, all-time high. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. The Asian session is the new New York session. Yeah, call it as you prefer, Jonas. Overnight drift, what you prefer, but this is something that is getting consistent for more than 2 weeks. Let's watch the first interaction. Guys, I prepared for you something crazy. Look at this. All the liquidity heatmap pattern explained from A to Z, and then we are going to see them live. One by one. I'll explain you, for those that wants to become heatmap scalpers, that it's an amazing trading to do. I will teach you how to do today. So you have a variety of model that you cannot see anywhere else. Let me put back deep charts. As you know, to frame the bias, we need to wait for the first 30 minutes of the session. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. I can give you early access to the Masterclass. Deep DOM is not released to anyone because they are working on it. So it's impossible to have early access, okay? This is a testing phase platform at the moment. I have the dev version and I'm testing it. I'm helping them. I think we made an amazing work in the design. I think the design is amazing. Like, look how much it's clean. This absorption at the top and this absorption at the bottom on this liquidity level. Look how much it's clean. Okay, I think it's one of the cleanest there is in the industry, but still it's not available, guys. It's not available to the public. Antonio wants to continue working on all the bugs. There are some little bugs. Yesterday, guys, was a super boring session for me. I didn't manage to trade all the session because I was recording content. I traded just the initial drift, and then I saw that it retraced back, went down, and then it closed in the middle. So it was really, I'm happy that I didn't trade it all the session of yesterday. Today we will try to capitalize on some trend following opportunity if the market is giving us a stable upward drift. Let's see. Took 2 trades out after 30 minutes. Lucky I didn't waste time staying in. Yeah, yesterday, if you take the opening, there were 2 beautiful long from the order flow, not from the Nasdaq effort, because the IVB yesterday was really choppy. Breaking up, breaking down, was a multiple breakout day. Yeah, of course, qual name. It's a challenge that I always want to take to trade the prop firm. Trade the prop firm. I'm finishing to refine the model. I made some addition that I will bring to you today because the main question that I receive from the people is that the model is performing good in expansion scenario, but when you are extremely choppy, I think you notice that the model suffer, the one in for the prop firm model, okay? So I created some rules that can improve even more than we rate, and we can use it together, and we can make also live session related only to the prop model. Yeah. Of course, we will go over it today. We will go over the rules today. We already started. We are live, guys. We are live. We are waiting for the session to define the first 30 minutes of the range for the bias. No, not a lot of volume, really low amount of big trades, just some absorption at the top. I don't see any setups at the moment. If you want, you can. If you want, we can analyze the heat map together, but there is nothing. Also, I forgot, yesterday I recorded a full charting session with the Deep Down platform. If you think it can be useful for you, I can upload for the community. So you see how I use it in live market environment. And it's a full session. It's like 40 minutes of reasoning on any liquidity level, the interaction, we can see it, okay? Also, if we go, this one, it's MBO data. If we zoom out, we see that the liquidity, the strongest, liquidity level that we have is the 28,100. We have some intermediate level here. For example, one intermediate level that we have, the market is trying to break, is this one. This level horizontally here. Look how much buy effort they are putting to break it. And in the opening of the session, when you don't have a defined bias, so you don't use IVB or you don't have anything from the confirmation statement of the market, you can use the heat map to scalp really fast, okay? This is another type of trading. It's really fast, so you need to connect directly the account here. And if you are interested, only if you are interested, we will go over this and we will make one session of heat map scalping. But I need to see the community getting interested in it because I want to make the best out of the model for everyone, okay? Okay, so as soon as we have the release, so you can check directly with your platform, we will go over it. For now, the market, I think, will break the IVB up today. We are completely extended on the upside, completely extended, and we are in a all-time high range. So the movement that they did yesterday and the situation of the war starting again was another taco trade. If you see the video that I've released, I don't know how many of you are taking the time to see the video that I upload for you on Monday, where I go over the structure, where I go over the profile framing and the fundamentals, okay? But what I explained to one guy that was asking yesterday is don't trust the news, because if the profile framing is still up, even if the news are negative, okay, they are trying to do some kind of fundamental manipulation to send you in the opposite direction and then make an all-time high. This is what Trump likes to call the taco trade, okay? Trump always chickens out, and you don't want to be the chicken. Okay, this is one important pattern that I want you to understand. You see what happened here? It happened really fast. We don't have delay, so you should be able to see what happened here, okay? They reloaded really fast this liquidity level, okay? So we were going down, they put the liquidity level, they fill and absorb. And this is an amazing continuation pattern. It's a really strong continuation pattern. For example, now the sellers are in complete control of the market. And you can see because they eat the resting liquidity and they put fresh liquidity on the top. Let me give you an example. Can you see it? You saw that they get aggressive on this level and they reloaded this one. I don't know if it's visible. Now that they tap into, I think it's visible for everyone. What they did here, they break and they reloaded on this level. And now they put this new level here. They put this new level of resting liquidity and they absorb the buyers. Is it visible for everyone? Is it? I cannot see your message. Is it? Tick charts. It's MBO data. It's MBO data. When I'm connected with multiple feed on deep charts, considering that it's still work in progress, it can go a little bit laggy, but it works. Guys, you are not offended if I eat something while I explain, right? Because I didn't have lunch still. I would like to... Thank you. Let's go. Now, Let's see what the market is telling us from the order flow. So the buyers are in complete control. In this movement of retracement, the sellers were pretty aggressive, but we are going aggressively up. Depend on what you eat. Guys, there is here eggs, rice, chicken, and some Italian olives. Did you see the question I left for you in the Medal Awards? Nicholas, I saw that yesterday you got chopped out, but I didn't saw if there was a specific question, but I will go over it after the live. An AD plus. Okay? So the first 10 minutes in the session, the market is stabilizing. We will go later on the liquidity masterclass. Let's see if we can get some position for today. I got a new screen. Now I have two ultra-wide monitors. So I have the screen that I use for the live, that is this one, the main, and then I have an ultra-wide above and another ultra-wide on top. The super high one is for execution. I only have the execution, so we'll see the position reflected here. The bottom one is for the chat, so I can see you big, and this one is for charting, so you see everything. I think your trading plan is incredible, printed it. I will go over it, Nicholas, over your trading plan. Fabio, does your interactive broker? Yeah, guys, I told you, interactive, it's good, but it seems normal to you that to move 10 contracts of NASDAQ mini, I need to keep a margin requirements of $500,000, $450,000. It's too much. It's really too much. Like, okay, it's amazing on the risk management, but I could load 3 times more contract on other brokerage. So I'm thinking recently of moving and to keep the investment account of Interactive and some big account that I have just for the insurance that they provide, the 10 million. But I will let you know, okay? I will let you know the one that I choose. I need to check the condition, the offer, the commission that they ask, the regulation of the brokerage. I will give a full check. Do you think Heatmap is better than deep trades? I don't think there is something better. I think they go together. AMP is nice, but AMP, guys, the support, it's not, I don't think it's one of the best support in the industry because they ignore you. They ignore you. Interactive support, it's amazing. I can call anytime I have a problem and they are there. Okay, let's see what we got here. We get a buyer aggression. Buyers in control. What I want to see to step in this movement. So considering that with the highest probability the IVB will break long, I start marking the most important level that I see here. The AAA, we have one cluster of AAA here. So I want to mark this level. I don't know if we will level test. I want to mark this level and I want to mark this level here. Okay. Now we can have multiple approach. We can have the discretionary approach, and the discretionary approach is not using the IVB as a filter, and we can have the safe quantitative approach using the IVB as a filter and the NASDAQ effort refinement with the order track, okay? Now, considering that we are overextended, I will not try to engage here. As always, we will risk $1,000 per position. I want to see a retracement. I can see that the buyers are starting to get aggressive again at the top of the range. We are having a reload on the 28,052, 53 here, 26 contract on the NASDAQ. Wow. Mahmoud is the guy that I wanted to bring. I didn't want to show him the results in the chat, But imagine you get an $83,000 payout from a prop firm. I think the risk management of the prop is crying now. I think they are really crying. If they get 20 traders like you per month, they are fucked up. It's second one in 2 weeks. Amazing, bro. Really well done. Really, really well done. I think it's time for you to move to futures and to fuel the personal account with this. Hey Fabio, quick question about volume profile. How do you decide where to anchor it from swing point beginning to the end? So we started the session. Who took the lead? The buyers took the lead. Which one is the bottom pivot? This one. So I take from A to B. Okay? If we continue to go up or if we range, I don't care. I always take from here to here. If we start to get aggressive on the short side, we break this level, I take from above to the bottom pivot. As of now, buyers are still controlling. Amazing. Mahmoud, when you started trading and what from this mentorship group improved and stepped up your trading? What's the best advice that you got here? Model, risk management, while we wait for the market to give us some setups, order flow. But let him talk. Let's see what he say. I was shitting on the chart before I saw you. ICT, SMC price pattern. Were you profitable before order flow, Mahmoud? Nice, guys. So happy to see you succeeding. This was a hell of a opening. Market drift up, no retracement. How do you combine profile framing into intraday session? You get a feeling of the potential bias. So for example, we had an upward drift, and even if the fundamentals are down, so you have a divergence, the high probability bias for today is long, but I don't use it in a mandatory way. So I don't say if the profile framing is not aligned, I don't take trades. Been profitable since starting with you and still haven't started with deep shots. Amazing. Hey Fabio, how can you spot a regime change in real time? I will go over it later, guys, because one amazing feedback from Lucas, I think it's called Lucas. He showed me the result and he say, Fabio, I'm getting a payout with the prop model. There is a problem. When I make a lot of profit, I give it back when the market is choppy. Okay. So what I did this weekend and what I worked on this weekend is the fact that we can improve the bias identification. Okay. So we will not use the IDB for bias identification for the machine gun model, but we will use the bias identification method that is faster. Okay. So we will improve how much we are fast in detecting the regime shift of the market in the intraday. Even ICT himself started to trade order flow. Really? I didn't knew it. I didn't knew. Lovely, Roman. Fabio, please make order track deep effort entry more clear. Guys, if we have a setup today with this, I will execute and I will explain you how to manage, okay? The market is starting the retracement. We have our area. In 10 minutes, we have a defined bias for the day. So I'm more than happy to engage with you. Let me see the profile. Still, this area is the most important one from a delta perspective. And then we have this delta outline here. Let's see what the market tells us. Want to give a quick check to the heat map. Wow, what is this bomb long? Look, the aggression. Market is not retracing. There is a news at 10, watch out. At 10 is exactly when I will have the bias setup. Your trail management system, when you act like a trail order, is what helped me a lot. Never giving back to the market is something I improved a lot. Thank you. Can you break down why those delta level are the most important? Because they are large outliers, exactly. So if you go here and you take, like I explained to you, the profile framing, you can see this delta outlier and you can see this delta outlier. They are the biggest. So if you go vertical and you take a line, okay, and you start to go on the left, you notice that the outline that you have is this one here, okay? And then you have the biggest outline here. Of course, you never take the top because the top, it's a level that we don't want. We want to buy discount, okay? Even better if it's below the value area low. That's the reason this one is the AAA. Now, if we break the IVB long and the situation being like this, the probability is getting higher and higher, we can long, okay, taking into consideration also the potential accumulation that it will make here. Let's see. What about the sell outline sellers getting absorbed? So the seller's outline you can use, but you need a little bit more of discretionary analysis because you need to see where sellers enter, okay? And you need to see if you had a result above. Considering that you had a result above, this means that these are trapped traders. These are trapped sellers. So you can take this box, okay? And you can enlarge the area. And you can say, okay, this area here, there are trapped sellers and aggressive buyers delta. So this one is an area where I want to engage, okay? Guys, I usually don't do coaching, okay? Because I don't have the time. But there is one guy in my building that really asked for help. And this guy is in the oil industry. So it's really amazing for me to be able to enter in this industry. So I decided to give help in the free time, okay? And he was already profitable. His problem was not technical. His problem was the fact that he was not able to sit in his hands. For example, yesterday, okay? How many of you, with this extremely chopping environment, at the end of the session, okay, went and reviewed the trade and noticed that they executed something that was not there, but they executed because they were bored? How many of you? Look at the feedback in the chat, okay? Guys, this player here, it's big. It's a big name in the oil industry, and he's trading a 5 million account. So when he execute heavy, okay? Execute 20, 30, 40 contracts. And the problem that he had, the strategy that he used, it's amazing. It's using order flow. The problem that he had is the fact that he was taking one setup like a plan and fourth setup outside the plan. And this equity line was like up, then down, 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 giving back the profit. Up, down, 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 down. So sometimes you need also to watch your ego. You need to watch, because for example here, okay, in this choppy, what I'm executing. If I take along here, I can go to take profit. Okay, you made money, but you executed a plan. You executed a clearly defined plan that Rick, that Sam, that Vector can go there and execute at home. No. Okay, and this is the reason I'm spending a lot of money with the quantitative team to bring my models more and more on an execution quantitative way to help all of you to validate the model and to get easier for you. Because remember, you can give a lot of experience to people, but it's really difficult to pass the discretionary analysis. Okay. For example, the people that were watching me trade in the world of wisdom with the big trades were loving this style. Okay. The problem with this style is that you need years of experience with it, and it's really difficult to replicate. But these one that we are executing here are for everyone. Knowing regime is what is necessary. Not only regime, you can also watch options and expect from the gamma perspective what regime you could expect, but it's a probability, it's never a certainty. Okay? What is really helping you is analyzing the bias of the day and put this in frame for the directional trades that you take. For example, now, in 5 minutes, and with the news, we have a directional bias. As of now, I already can tell you that I see a huge absorption here. And I think if we open the heat map now, we see that there was a heat map level pretty aggressive there. So the buyers are starting to struggle. Let me see this level, what was from a heat map perspective, is this cluster. This cluster here. They consumed all this level of liquidity. And this is what I like about the heat map, okay? I don't need to guess. I don't need to think above the high there is liquidity, below the low there is liquidity. Here, this liquidity got consumed. Sell orders got filled. Here. They didn't manage to reach the next one. What does it mean? That there is interest. And what are the buyers doing at the moment? Before the setting of the first 30 minutes. They are reloading. Can you see that this player wants to get filled? And they removed the order here and put it above? What does it mean? What is this from an order flow and order perspective? They want to get filled. They are willing to be filled at a worse price to get filled. The sellers didn't move. The sellers are not willing to be filled at lower levels. Okay? And look at the buyers. Instead of losing the train, they are reloading here. Guys, I'm explaining the heat map from the beginning, but let me know if it's clear, if it's too complicated what I'm explaining. This is how you can read the intention of the market, okay? How you can see if there is interest in a move. For example, here, let's read this area, okay? While we wait, in 2 minutes, we have a directional bias, okay? What we see here, we see that these buyers, okay, are accepting to be filled at that higher level, okay, to be in the position. And these sellers are willing to fill that worse level than before to be in the position. Now the market is compressing. You see sell, buy, sell, buy. And if we see this aggressive breakout and new fresh liquidity getting in, this is the fuel to go higher. Okay? As you can see, they broke this level, as you can see here. So they got aggressive on this level, but there is no new liquidity addition after this breakout. If you want to see a breakout that can bring you to this laser level, the 28,100, you need to see the top tapped. So you need to see aggressive participants here to break. And you need to see also that new liquidity appear. Look how much liquidity they put here. They put here. You can see also in time where they put. They put this liquidity at 58. And here comes the move. Okay, it's like a support. It's like they are telling you, look, we are protecting this move. Only putting limit order and trading only on the heat maps can be something that you need to do, but you need to have a directional bias. You need to have a model that is giving you the bias, okay? I use it mainly for profit target and absorption. Mainly for profit target and absorption. I want to show you what will happen if they touch this level. This one is the biggest liquidity level that we have. In 1 minute, they probably tap this one. 40 seconds. I'm still working with him, with the oil guy. He had a terrible risk management, guys. When you are so fucking rich that you can put millions in the account, you trade money like if you can waste them, okay? And his risk management is terrible. So you have a profitable model, but his problem is not a model. His problem is the risk management of the model. He takes too much size in one single position, and he gives back profit to the market when he's wrong, a lot of profit. So as you can see here, they fill this liquidity level here, okay? And in this case here, they put, I don't know if you saw the sell order here, is this one, to protect the movement. So they break and protect and fuel the movement. Now let's see the level below. Okay, now we have a directional bias. Now we can start executing. Because we have a clean top. This is the IVB top. So if we break this level, we go long. And we have the IVB bottom, that is this one. Now we are in the range. They are touching now the AAA area, but they are still inside the range. Should work with prop firm model, really good. How are you doing with prop firm model, Jonas? How are the performance? I think we can improve it by a lot. 5 million in a personal account, if you are not a professional and if you are trading on gut feeling, it's a lot, yes. I think it's a lot. In the oil industry, it's peanuts. Daniel, doing great with prop firm model, love it. Funded 3 accounts and making profit, amazing, Daniel. Publishing the medal awards so other people can take inspiration. So this one was an area that we marked in the beginning of the session. The market is reacting amazingly on it. What we were missing? We were missing the directional bias. Why? Because the IVB didn't broke. Is it clear for everyone? So we identified the best level, was also supported by liquidity. Let me show you here. They had this crazy level of liquidity. They didn't test it, but the directional bias was not defined. Now, when they break the top, we have a directional bias, so we can extend this one. And we can see, for example, here, that this level is still amazing. And you have also, in all this accumulation phase, 3 peak here, this absorption of the sellers, and this peak here. Okay, so we can take also a level that it's a little bit above. We will need to go on the 40 range to start putting also delta divergence model performing really good today. Nice. Now let's put the Nasdaq effort here and let's go. The only area I can see of the Nasdaq effort printed is this one on 37. But I think when we break, we will have another one. So let's get ready, guys. As always, it's not financial advice, and then blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there is a lot of volume in this area, in this consolidation. Squeeze setup. I don't think, I don't think we will see a squeeze here. I think we will continue to see a drift, but not so aggressive. Prop model. Yeah, yesterday the prop model did amazing. In this choppy environment also did amazing. I see one guy took a payout from Apex of 19,000 with the prop model. Already shared, amazing. Let me see. So this is the highest absorption peak. Mark all this area. I think this one here will print a Nasdaq effort. So I want to be ready to engage if we have an upward aggression. Which prop model do you personally like? My favorite one is the elastic band because it gives me really precise entry on directional day, but it suffers more in consolidation day, okay? It's just opinion, okay? It's personal opinion, but I think I will trade with you with the elastic band method. It's more my style. It's more my style. Of course, you need a strong directional bias system. Otherwise, you go against the movement. Let's see if they can do a breakout. So we take a position. You can share everything, guys. This player, look at the community. This player that did 82,000 of payout from prop firm want to share the model. Mahmoud, what can we say to Mahmoud? Do he deserve a section and a live? Go, Mahmoud, put it. Everything that you want. Okay, approaching the top. Let's see if they can break this absorption. Fabio is really recruiting through trading solid. Guys, this community is becoming really institutional grade team. We have Freddy moving 2 billions per day as a market maker. The institutional validation was made by Matteo. That is one guy that made 30 million for a bank as a market maker. We have me on the scalping. Okay. We have people like Mahmoud contributing to the models. We have Xax that is creating dashboard on everything. This is the best you can have. I live trade. I want to include other people live trading. Also, I didn't told you this, but everyone that is extremely profitable, everyone that can have success, okay, in the prop firm model or in the personal one, consistent, and he can show me, not necessarily the World Trading Cup, any personal account, you can do it. I'm searching for people to expand the team. So if you want to work it with me, please let me know. And no, if the question is, will the price ever raise because we are adding more stuff? No. Tom is making t-shirt. Text me OBX. Text me OBX with your results. Here it goes, Freddy. 28,120, almost 1 billion gamma. Cold selling, ski level. It will be a battle between clientele protecting, market maker edging. This is the decisional area. 120. Look at the level on the IVB on the decisional directional bias of the day. It's amazing that Freddy from the options is watching exactly the same data. But one is using order flow and the other one is using options. Yeah, Jason, I think you are watching the same. Text me in chat here, OBX. Text me in chat here. Mahmoud, we are already saying that we do an incredible masterclass with one of the best in May. I'm thinking about everything that can be useful for your journey as a trader. We are going to have a comprehensive masterclass on options. When commitment traders report show S&P 500 opposite to each other, it depends how much, Olivia. It depends on the size, okay? If the Nasdaq is skew 61% on the long and the S&P is 58%, you are almost there. Yeah, it's compressing, but because Fred is explaining to you what's happening. We have the IVB level here that marks the decisional direction for the day, and we have at the same time at 120, okay, a client protecting. I already got the prop account, Abiel, but I'm waiting to trade it. I want to make the improvement on the directional bias, and then we go over it. Some session we trade together. Leverage fund is not most important. No, for scalpers, no, guys. Don't confuse it. The commitment of traders report is not for scalpers. It's for long term, not for scalpers. What does that mean, client protecting? You have on the 120, 28,120, a huge negative gamma, okay? You will see aggression and the other side protecting at this level. It's a battle, market maker and pro customer. We are going to do a masterclass over it. I have two, guys. I took one, it's Apex, because I see that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I see that the biggest payout in history ever paid is from Apex. And it's 2.5 million. So I think they will never avoid paying me. And the other one is IQ. Many plus 1 million payout, amazing. No, but the full focus is on the personal account. I have big goal this year on the personal account. I have big goal, guys. So the prop, it's a side business for me. Really, they restricted the payout. Clients want the price to be lower and stable below 120. Market maker is the buyer of that call, selling NQ as the market moves higher. They cannot flip this top. Market is super compressing now. Brian Westbrook, $800 phytoplankton edge that I thought I invented. Good job, Brian. Umberto have a TP at 118. And Umberto, till 120 you can go. Freddy explained to you that the wall is here at 120. It's really close to the, look, the IVP top, it's here. So in this level, we will see a battle, but the one that wins, it's our confirmation. Buyers getting aggressive. I don't see any Nasdaq effort area. They opened super aggressively and now they are stable. It's 30 minutes that they are in this range. Let's see if they get, ooh, look at the protection of the sellers here. Let's see if this is a reload. They tapped into our AAA. They still didn't break the top. So this one, it's an absorption. So they absorbed again on the same level. Let's see what we get from here. Still no directional bias, still closing the range. If IVB was long, yes, but we didn't break, you see, they rejected here. Seems that they want to go to revisit the ultimate level that we marked. Tony, terrible execution today. Sized up for no reason and got fucked. Guys, I always repeat to you, I've been there. I made this error years ago and also months ago. When you have a situation that is a disaster in life, maybe you found that you have an immune disease or anything, you have fight, don't execute. Because if you cannot control yourself from sizing up, there is no strategy that will save you. There is no strategy. Look at this Artie, just blew up account, bro. I didn't even execute it yet. I'm waiting for the bias to get. You see, you want. It's not that you want to be profitable. You want to trade, and in this case, it gets gambling. You need to be patient, guys, for the right opportunity. And if you follow the plan and you close in loss, you are happy because you know that on the long term you have an edge. But anyway, it's not helping you in any way. Me explaining to you and blaming you. Okay. What I want to do here is not blame anyone, it's explain. Okay, I've been there and I know how much it's painful when you cannot stop. One advice that I can give to you is to have your trading plan printed. It makes a huge difference. Print your trading plan, put on your desk, and go with your eyes every time before clicking on the trading plan. Am I doing what is written here? Yes or no? Do this, trust me. This area have the potential to be a Nasdaq effort if they break from here. Let's see if we see a Nasdaq effort area. We are already on the 40 range, so if they break aggressively this area up, we should see Nasdaq effort. One second, guys. Still no area. Look, Ali, all payout. I was distracted. What, Freddy? I can share a tweet training on mindfulness, same program I took with guys from. Guys, but what is becoming this community? Freddy, mindset training from Goldman Sachs, Citi, and JP Morgan. Should I upload for the community? Let's upload it. Let's go, guys. Nasdaq is not moving today. No, yes, I'm trading Nasdaq, guys. Fabio, all would you say the biggest edge is having discretion skill with the big trades because you don't rely on anything else then? No, discretion skill, it's important, okay? But this compression range is not what I want to trade. Discretion skill is super important, but here you have the market all compressed in a range, taking a decision on the 28, 110. So yes, you can trade. Of course, you can trade, but it's not the best environment here. Even if you take a long, for example, here, as you can see, they are protecting continuously this level. You have something that I didn't see for a lot of times, that it's an intraday gap. It's really big. I don't know, but I can see this from all the platform, but can you confirm to me that you also see this gap? Let me try to see on the minute, because sometimes they feel, you see on the minute you don't have, but if you go on the range, check on the range, guys. So it was so fast that they didn't manage to fill it. So it's a gap in data of this feed. It's possible. It's possible. Okay, they are getting aggressive on the way up. We have a Nasdaq F4 area. Let's prepare to engage it. Okay, we want to wait for the breakout. Watching, guys, if we see an aggression. Breaking out. They done. Okay, we are long for the session, guys. Let's see how we can join this ride up. Personal account multiplied by 5 accounts, done for today. Amazing, Mario. You took the accumulation phase. Good job. Waiting to see if we go to retrace. Let me mark and update also the Nasdaq effort for today. Sorry, the area for today. So we have a huge cluster on the 28,100 of buyers. We have Delta there. We have the 28,080. So we were right on the bias. I want a retracement. I want a retracement in this cluster here or another Nasdaq effort area. I cannot see the chat. I don't know why. Is there any deep charts bug? No, guys. No. Let me see. Everything connected. Everything connected. And that's what you need to check. Are you sure you are not in the micro? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Because here, for example, we have We have the area on the 28,080. Welcome, Dimitri. You know what I think? That when you have this low liquidity candle, it's possible that sometimes you see a mismatch. This one sell you have, this one sell you have, and this one buy. Yeah. So it's possible that it's just the other one. It's possible that it's just one. This can happen. They are completely chopping out here. Amazing, Admiral. You took all the way. You took the accumulation. Fred is saying 28,120. It's the battle. It's the option level. We can see a retracement from here. If you think Nasdaq is choppy, take a look at gold. I think this one can become a secondary Nasdaq effort area. Okay, this one reduce. It's when it becomes less relevant because also it's in the middle. Let's see if we can clean this area. It's probably that we have a movement up. Watching also the secondary screen, guys, but it's really the price. It's in how many ticks are these? It's in this super tight range. Oh, look at the liquidity above and below. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, guys. Yeah, this is what Freddy calls gamma edging. I don't have a preference, guys. I don't have a preference for the platform. I have Spot Gamma, I have Gexbot. Freddy, for example, use Gexbot. But the goal here is to be able to provide for you for free the platform, you know? Freddy contacted me, but Freddy, guys, it's an underground. You don't see a lot of video of him, and I love the fact that you have institutional experience. But these platforms are fucking expensive. I remember Spot Gamma was $250 per month. It's a lot. Like for someone that is starting the journey, it's a lot of money. 299 now. Okay, it's printing. Probably another Nasdaq effort area. Invest long term in crypto? Yes. Scalp? No. Guys, how can you not love the member of this community? Look at the approach. Everyone is trying to help. Freddy, I can give you the JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley course about mindset. Okay, I can give you 65% on the platform. And the other guy, I withdraw $83,000. You want my strategy? There is no gatekeeping. Everyone is helping. This is what I wanted to create. In 2 or 3 years, I can step out of the community. The community goes alone. It's the best research team on the planet. No, I'm joking. I will be here. I'm receiving a lot of hating, guys. To be honest, not in the community, but outside. I got the Telegram flagged out as pornography, and they were almost taking it down. I had to file with Telegram. I had one guy that was trying to break down everything I was creating, saying that the interactive is fake and it's a copycat. Everything is happening recently. But the live session cannot be faked. Market porn, yes. Okay, we are retracing. Let's see if we get back to the Nasdaq effort area. Now we have an opposite area that is not the one that I like, not the best. I would like to see how the market behaves now. The IVB is set. The distribution here was pretty aggressive. Let's see. We are almost there. We are almost there. Let me zoom in to see better. So what we have here. Let's mark also the new swing point. We had a breakout from here. Can you see the level? Guys in chat, can you see the level? This one seems like a really strong level, and it's inside the IVB. Okay, let's see what we get here. If we get a reaction or something. Let me see how it reached this level. If I start to see absorption, I would like to play. Freddy took the short here. And you already took the position out. Because we didn't add a clean directional bias, Tyler. If you don't want to use the rule of AVB, you could have taken this one. Is this exactly what a lot of members of the community took? On the 80 range, yes, but the best is on the 40 range. You have less signals on the 80 and it's not worth the waiting time that you get. Because sometimes maybe you wait for all the movement to have a Nasdaq effort print and it's not valid. Like, watch at this session, okay? We had the opening, and the opening was a drift, and then we stuck inside, okay? Now, imagine if the market tests here and goes higher. With the 80 range, maybe it does the area when it already broke, and it never goes back. So the 80 range, it's a little bit too slow. It's not that you cannot use, but it's not the best. Thank you, guys. The model one-to-one performing very well. In this environment, one-to-one is the best risk to reward to use. When you are compressed, is the best risk to reward. But I was expecting a little bit this compression, and I explain you why. If you go back, you see, look at this. Okay, this is midnight of yesterday. This is midnight of yesterday, and this is the night drift. What do you notice? Like it's a super directional move without any single retracing in the Asian session. They are getting super directional, okay? When you have this huge move, you can compress. And this is the reason at the failed breakout, because they tried and they are back inside, a short mean reverting could be an idea. Now we are going in our area. Let's see if we get control from the buyers. We got something here. They are completely reversing on the direction. I guess paradigm is shifted because more often big moves happen in pre-market. Like the move that they did today in open market was not bad. Okay, like this move that they did here was not bad. It didn't have a follow-up, but was a very directional move. So I cannot blame the opening of the market. It was good. Okay. I think this session have a lot of volatility still to give us. Big saying, I hate to trade all-time high because you have a feeling that you are too premium, right? That you are too high in the curve. Yeah, 100%. I have this feeling also. Say, I seems like a retail, a stupid retail. I'm buying the top. Yeah. I have the same feeling, guys. I have the same feeling. I'm just following the model. How do we plan to long when two Nasdaq effort printed above, please? The only Nasdaq effort I can see, it's this one. If you mean, now they strike this level here that I was marking. Now they strike this level here. I will try to capitalize on a potential long if they break this one. Okay. Let's see if we can get a directional move from here on the Nasdaq effort. Otherwise, we will try again lower. Let's go at the top. They are struggling to break. We will protect our position as soon as possible. Okay, risk-free. Let's see if it runs. I protect really fast because I have a Nasdaq effort area opposite, so I need to be faster in the management of the position. Trail below. Either they fail, and if they fail, they break this area. Still compressing. Market is super compressing. I need to zoom in so much to see what it's doing. Sellers protecting on this level. I cover myself here to avoid any kind of slippage. They are failing the auction. I like this gap, inside gap. Okay, I cover myself to avoid the slippage that they could do if they come aggressively down and they eat this candle completely. I don't want to leave money on the table. This is an example. You see this gap? This gap can remove additional money. Now we try to long again. Give me a second. Let's see if we get a buyer's control. Sorry guys for the chat. Now I come back. Wait 1 second, guys. Now you understand the management of the position. Why, if this breakout fail, I steal some profit on the market. I managed to steal profit on this position instead of eating. Now here, this candle here would have slipped you if you have a stop loss here. And you don't want ever to let the market take more than what you are putting on the plate. Now they are reaching this level again. Let's see if now they can do a successful auction. I don't know why the chat is flickering for me. Who can reply to Tomo why we don't go sell now? Let's see. IVB. Okay. So we can go short for the session. We can go short for the session. But I would like to see, at least if you want to anticipate a breakout of the IVB, you can. Okay. But you need at least to see all this accumulation area getting broken. Okay. So if you want to make this directional move, you will like to see at least the breakout of this one. Okay. You can apply to Bitcoin, but Bitcoin have different way that you can use to trade it better. Bitcoin have a lot of inefficiency, guys. The crypto market have a huge amount of inefficiency that you can monetize. The IVB, like the IVB, it's the model that is the best at monetizing US equities. Okay, and you can test it for yourself. You can see how it performs. Guys, you know, I'm not saying no. If you want, we do. Waiting. Same area. I will take my shot again. Let's see if we get filled on this one. I will go for a move to the 160. They broke the IVB respecting, sorry, the Nasdaq effort respecting completely the up Nasdaq effort. Now I will try to scale in the position. So if we do a complete breakout of this one, I will cover my risk on this one and consider on the second Nasdaq effort area to load the second one, if we have a Nasdaq effort. So this one is failed. Sellers protecting. Failing the auction again of the buyers. Tell me, Abiel, I have the chat open with your question. Tell me what you need. Covering below this low, this retracement. Let's see if we can explode, and we add other position at the breakout. Guys, I've never shared my insider swing trading congress strategy. If you want to have it for free included, also this one, you really need to show some love, because I made a lot of money with it, but I will share. I will share. Also, Fred is saying one in chat. So lovely. What a lovely community we have. Guys, it's failing also this auction. I will trail my stop loss because I don't like this choppiness here. It's not moving at all. Good stuff that we are sized really low, and that the stop loss is not even $300. I want to see some volatility. If we take this one, we are break even for the session. We will take a long from down. Okay. Let's see if we exit from this choppy. Let me see what we have here. So sellers protecting the area. They will revisit probably this insider area here. See this insider area. Now I'm confused with the congressman. Oh, sorry. Still here. Waiting, guys. I'm silent because I'm waiting for them to let's do live in Asia session. Really, guys. We need to go live in Asia session. But this one is beautiful. Like, This absorption on the level that we market, it's amazing. I'm waiting to see some movement that makes sense. Oh, but you know that I need to make IVB on Asia session. Yeah, it's still valid, your analysis. I still think they can resume the long from here. I still think that they can resume the long from here. I was expecting here to squeeze directly, but no, they are going back and back again. I particularly like the 60, 65, this range here, but I don't think they have the strength to break all of this. Let me check here. I want to take the only directional move of the day, guys. Now I'm really stubborn. I want to take the directional move. I need to be really patient today because in this choppy range, now we are closed in this sub profile here. And as you can see, super balanced. As you can see, the volume is in the middle. It's a perfect D shape. We don't have anything here. They have another point of inflection here on the buy, but I still think they will retrace deeper. What is Freddy saying? Let me check the chat. 28, 121.4 billion. Tricky level above it with a catalyst. The client will need to cover buying at Nasdaq. And this is what I'm trying to anticipate, Freddy. I'm trying to anticipate the squeeze on the top because now it's building really good. On top, Trump is about to start speaking. Market manipulation at its finest, Freddy. Would you consider a break in either direction of the small profile? Break in either direction of the small profile can go. I want them to exit. Look, this is the area that is creating them a lot of problems. Is where they tried here and they tried again, and they didn't manage to do anything. So I will be happy to take a long position on a Nasdaq effort if it prints something here. See if we can get something nice. This area here. They're trying to break. Virus trying to squeeze. So the area was right, got chopped out. Waiting for another opportunity to jump on this train. I don't know why sometimes the chat. Taka, you killed me. Silence is real. Yeah, I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting to get a good setup for you to get a directional move. But as of now, we are still in the closing range. Let's see if we can take something squeezing the top. Can't any Nasdaq effort area here. It seems that they have a lot of power now to create a range, a new dealing range. Is the chat working? Can you text one in chat? It's only mine that is bagged, I think. Cannot read your message. Anyway. Good retracement, this one in the area. Yeah, it's really similar to yesterday's session, but today it's more choppy. Yesterday they had some directional movement in the beginning. And also in the second part, it became a huge collapse. Let me see where I can wait for the... We have this huge absorption at the bottom of the full range we could use, but I strongly doubt that we will come here. This was the best area. I don't know why this Nasdaq effort is not there for everyone, guys. Really confused about it. Trying to see we can get a good squeeze movement up here. This absorption of the sellers. Need to be 40 range, otherwise you can... Yeah, it's 40 range. It's 40 range, guys. Thank you, Freddy. Guys, I have a lot of stuff to share today with you. So either we close break-even and we go to liquidity masterclass and prop model, or we wait another 30 minutes, 1 hour to see if this market unlock in any direction. As you prefer, guys. I can share with you an immense amount of value for the next 1 hour and a half on the liquidity masterclass. Or I don't know, we try to take one long, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, but it can stay another 2 hours here, and I don't like to waste time. Sergio say wait. There are people that are split. I don't know if I can do survey in the chat. If I can do survey here. Settings. No, I cannot here. There is not a survey. There is not a pool. There is not a pool. For 15 more minutes. Okay, let's do 15 more minutes and then we go masterclass, okay? Yeah, we have. I also want to do charting, to be honest. But the volatility, like we are close in a range for the last. This is the same range that we identified. Now, if they break the top, we have some volatility and we take some longs. I just was thinking what's the best for you. I can stay other 2 hours talking about this and we do the masterclass another day. I was thinking about what's the best for the people following, not for me. I can do what the community prefer. Good job, Jordan. And when I need to go, really Asian session. Let's see, because now they are approaching the eye. We could see some movement here. Yeah, it's okay, guys. We can continue. And maybe with your request, you are creating some blast of volatility. Let me mark the last range. See if we can get some directional. This is the level that they protected before. Brian is not on the side of volatility. I bet it goes back inside. Let's see. So we have buy area here. We have a cluster here. They are protecting this insider range. Inside the range, now it comes me the word insider. Last aggressive buyers here, known as the F4 area, but we could try to always go in the direction of the IVB. Let's see what we can do here. Look, Fabio, this looks square. Hey, today it's a square pattern. CVD pressure is long. That's the reason I'm considering to squeeze long, to go long. One feedback from Drake. I would like to see more people presenting their model. Guys, this is the format that I'm pushing, no? I love when someone steps out, take responsibility for what is doing and share the results, the problem, the struggle, the failure in front of the live chat. And I think calling someone like Mohamed or Freddy or every single professional here doing this work will be incredible. Okay, and this is a format that I was doing in Italy. It was called Students on the Stage. Do guys, everyone blow upwards on their screen. It seems that it's squeezing, eh? It's breaking. Seems. Nasdaq F for today is not printing area. So if we want to follow the model, we have one break even. That was this one. Okay. This is the trade of today. Breakout of the IVB and this area here. And it worked amazingly. I closed before for this candle taking me out. But I think we can have other setup for the day. I think we can have other setup. Now that I see that the buyers are loading, and I see that they have multiple reload area below the price, it's possible that they reload and we go to this 28,150. Failed the auction on the 140. Yeah, I can see, Marco, the liquidity wall at 150. You know what I love about this chat? Look at Dimitri, 1 hour. And 1 hour in this kind of days is like, I made some money, and you are still waiting there. Amazing long you took. This is from the value area low, Mohamed. Beautiful. I cannot help you, Nox, about Apex rules because I'm not expert. Imbalance tracker. Yeah, the imbalance tracker is giving you the maximum aggression of the buyers or the sellers when they are not in a balance phase. For example, now, this gap, I only have or you have this up candle close? Because I want to understand if it's a problem with the Dix feed. You have, okay, so it's not a problem with Dix feed. It's just one single Nasdaq effort that I don't know why it didn't got printed on yours. Okay. One second, guys, that I'm marking the most relevant area to continue higher. So they failed another time the auction up. We have these two here as a AAA. We have no Nasdaq effort. See if they go down. Leonardo is saying, please go Masterclass. Guys, I'm trying to make everyone happy. If they want more charting, I will give them more charting, okay? I just need the market to retrace, to take a long in the direction of the bias. The IVB is long, so the drifting is long. This is the only area that I could identify that is really high probability, and it reacted there. I was expecting a big move up, but it goes up really slow, but still was an amazing area. Now we are break even, and I'm considering if we want to wait for the market to retrace here, or if we want to wait for the market to break. That can be another setup with a Nasdaq effort area here. Till lunch can give another setup. Yeah, I also think that we can have another Atlanta Fed GDP. I don't think this is a news that moves a lot, but let's see. I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. Okay, we are getting some volume. I like what I see here. If they do an aggressive move up, they exit from this area finally, and we can see some good movement. Failing again. This option failed. A lot of volume proxy. If you want, I can also show you the delta here. I have on the secondary screen, but I think it's important for you to see how much they are trying to put. And when you have a wick here, it means that their effort to go buy got absorbed by passive orders, you see? Look how much, look at this. Look at this delta, how they flipped. Trying to see if on the reload that I can see from the delta, and also you can see from here, you see they try to reload here on this 28,120, but they have a wall. This is the reason they cannot break. Look at this. They are all protected by this massive liquidity here. So I will not try even to take a long here. So we have the IVB bias long, but we have a market that is protected by massive orders. And this is for the reason that Freddy was saying. You have a crazy negative gamma here, so the market don't want to go above it. It can go with some spikes, but when this order gets filled, they will most probably continue to range for the full day. Trying to think, because it's also difficult to make the Students happy that they get the most amount of value, but at the same time, don't break the plan, because otherwise you give a bad example. So I'm trying to balance everything. If I take into consideration this liquidity map and what is doing here, I will think that they want to continue range like this. This is a distribution area. They will continue like this for the power hour, so for other 2 or 3 hours. I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. As I promised, we will continue till 30. We are 26. Let's see if there is an unlocking of the move. They squeeze the top. I don't know, something. I'm so much better in my personal account than in prop. That shit is weird as hell. I don't know why, because in the prop firm, they also have a different charting. I think it's the same, no? If you get choppy, the last week, the one before this one, so we had the second one of April that was a explosion up, a crazy explosion up, all these movements, no? And then after this, the market is really slow reloading and going. For example, now, no? Look at this delta and look at this candle. Is this a candle that wants to tell you they want to squeeze the top? Give me an analysis. I don't want to influence you, but you see what happened here. So it seems that they are putting a lot of delta, but they are protected here. So if I take a long here, it takes me a stop loss because it goes in retracement and I have a lot of liquidity wall. If I go short, I'm breaking the plan on the IBB. Okay. That's what I'm trying to teach you, to be patient. Defending again. Guys, if I should go on discretionary analysis, if they get aggressive on the short, I will take a min reverting, but it will break the plan. It will be not the best decision still to give in live. I can continue like this, or we can do something. You tell me what you prefer, okay? The first one is that we put an alert, okay? No, we don't put an alert. We see if it breaks this range here, this range top. We go back to the chart and trade, okay? But at the same time, we can do the masterclass, so we can continue, okay, to do trading, but at the same time masterclass, so we don't lose any time. The first option is that we continue like this 1 hour to see if we can find a retracement to get in line with volatility. I'm thinking about this area, the 28,100. You tell me what you prefer. Masterclass while monitoring. Let's go like this. Okay. I will check the chat. I will keep the chat. Oh, wait, that maybe they listen to us. Wait, that they are building. Guys, they are building aggressively now. If they take this top, they squeeze this top, there is a high probability that they will continue. I will try to get this squeeze. I start to see a lot of aggression from the market. I will try to take this squeeze. I have a really tight stop loss below the wick. What I'm doing here is trying to anticipate the aggression up before it unfolds, because probably it will not retrace or get chopped out. I have a break-even point if they reach this one. I don't want to be in the failed auction again. So if they squeeze and they go aggressively up, let's see, I will put my stop loss to risk-free. I like these aggressive sellers that didn't give strong results but got absorbed. The buyers are recovering it. Let me see also from the heatmap. So from the heatmap, we have still this sell level and we have some reload level of the buyers below. Oh, it's not loading here. Maybe Antonio is doing some testing on the platform. We are in the range value area low. All this range, this is the value area low. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. This is the area I expect them. They absorb the sellers on the way down. I want to see an aggression up. Reducing the risk by 50%. At the first aggression, they try to lift and break the level. They cannot. You see, they cannot. They failed again. They failed again. Guys, I only risk $500, but it's not worth to trade. I'm trying to give you the best scalping experience, but if the market doesn't move, let's do something here. 28,131. Imagine if they reload here and they start from here. Let me see 1 second. I cannot watch the chat now. I'm waiting to see if we can see a squeeze, but it's failing also the absorption of the buyers. So they absorbed, and now they will continue ranging because they are not, you see, there is the protection of this level from a liquidity, but there is not the aggression. And when there is like this, they capitalize down. Let me put the order track here. Mamma mia, look at this. See what I can do. No buy opportunity here. The sellers protected again the level. I keep charting 15 minutes before going to the masterclass because I could have a massive buy from here. One second, chat. So they absorbed before our AAA level. Let me mark this level here. They will complete the flip of the auction at the breakout of this value area high, and I will try the last long if they sustain above. Let me see if we can sustain above it. Okay. I will place this one and I will go for the 150 liquidity level. It's at 3,000, risking 975. Let's see if we can get filled. Is the value area high? The inefficiency? I don't know why it's not showing here the target, but I had to put the target 150. It seems that it can break. I expect them to retrace from here to fill me. Wait, but why it's not showing in this template? Let me put the deep trades view because okay. 1 second, chat. You see that in this movement they didn't complete the filling of the value area. They just exploded up. So this one is the level they can test if they fail the auction again. Otherwise, we have to enter a little bit above. Guys, checking on you, one in chat. Okay. If they break now here, I need to wait for a retracement. The volatility is getting here. We have a little bit of volatility. We can do something like this. We can trade a little bit like this. Okay, they are coming back. Pretty slow. Now, when we see something like this, when we see an aggression and an efficient move, we expect movement. This is what I try to teach you, that the market keeps the dynamics of the first hour of the session. And this is the reason I like to take a walk and go to the spa when it is like this. I really hope we can see some volatility now. And if I don't get filled on this one, I will try the squeeze on the top. That is the breakout and acceleration of this with a limit. So if they break this one, they will never come to fill me again. So the only opportunity I have to jump on this one is to take the upward move. Let me see. We have a wall of liquidity here. 150, we have a wall of liquidity. Failed again. Let me remove this one. Let's go deeper. Let's fill here. I keep this one directly here on the filling because on the order track is not showing me the filling. Waiting for this to get aggressive on the top. No, failing again. Okay, Nasdaq. Okay, my love. Want to retrace deeper. Still this level it's untapped. Still this level here, this absorption of the sell, this inefficient delivery of volume from the order track, it's here. Waiting for a retracement to play with it. Okay. Come on, bro. Wait. All good in the chat? One in chat, guys. Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Mohamed, for your time. Let's see how we can jump on this train. Okay. Still the opportunity is valid. The buyers are exhausted, so we cannot jump in now. We need to wait for a retracement, probably in the area that I identify for you. I just want to see the market absorbing. Waiting, guys, for the filling. Guys, can I tell you something? This session here, just for the love of the community, just for the love of you. I can also do 3 or 4 hours today, but this here, it's incredible. It's really incredible. The way we are closed in 5 tick, deep spa, guys. But let me give you value. Let me go to the masterclass, and we have tens and tens of live sessions still. Thank you, Brian. But let me go to the session. Alex say lamentone, but I'm saying for you, if you want to stay here 1 hour, Alex, I'm okay. I cannot read Russian, Dimitro. Please translate. I don't have the pool. I think we have total. There is a Trump speech? Really? Drake, be honest, you don't want to do the masterclass, you just want to watch the market. I would like to take a long here. I don't want to watch the market. I would like to wait for the market, print me an absorption and take a long here. Or a Nasdaq F40 area, I don't know, something. No. Decided not to. Silent because I'm waiting. If we have a breakout here, 150, finally we moved from this area. See what we can get here. So along from here. This was the long that I was trying when I got unfilled on the 150. It was perfectly matched, and it's the big area. And here is the reload. You see where they have the reload, 120. This area here. So the analysis is perfectly correct. The massive liquidity resting, it's here. Let's see if we get a retracement. Oh, now I like to chart. The volume 40 range is crazy buy. The volume, yes. The result is lower. They got absorbed still on the 150. Here, on the 150, they got absorbed, guys. I have less deep trades than... I have 40 filter. I have 40 of filter. So I should have the same if you put 40. I think this one, everyone have 226. Guys, I was in love with one platform. Probably majority of you didn't heard about it. It's Market Delta. Market Delta, it's an incredible platform. It doesn't exist anymore. It was one of the first order flow platform in the world. No, I mean the filter. The filter, if you put 40, and no, I don't mean 40 range, I mean 40 filter of the big trades or deep trades. Now you are putting me curiosity with this cumulative volume delta. How much are they absorbed? Holy shit. This is not good for the buyers, eh? The pair, you were there when there was market delta. I love it. Maybe it was the feeling of the first order flow platform. They have the trademark on the footprint. I was loving it. No, these settings is perfect for the deep trades, specifically in this low volatility environment. If you get an extremely explosive session like the one that we had mid of April, Chat, can I ask you a favor? Otherwise, because it's already 2 hours and a half that we are live. Can you tell me if we go just below 28,130 and I want to start explaining the masterclass? Can you do this for me? Okay? One in chat? Yeah. If the not even here, tell me 130. If the market goes to 130, I start to prepare the limit. Okay? Perfect. Now let's go here. This is what I prepared for you. This is a video that you get in anticipation that will come out probably in 10 days next week when we have time. What we have here, guys, we have the breakdown of the best setups from the liquidity heat map that we can get. Okay. The first point here that we have is the concept of resting liquidity. The resting liquidity is crazy important because it's giving you potential target. Okay. You cannot see? Potential target that you can have. So let's say, I give you some examples how to use. Let's say that we have a Nasdaq effort here. One in chat, okay? So you are on deep charts and you have a Nasdaq, or anything. You are a price action trader, you have a demand, you have everything, okay? The first information that you can get here are this kind of absorption. So this kind of absorption are giving you the confidence to say, okay, we are absorbing inside, okay, of a Nasdaq effort area. And if you are confused, maybe I can go for a 1 to 5. No, you cannot go for a 1 to 5. Why you cannot go for a 1 to 5? Because the maximum projection of liquidity is here. What does it mean? Now, you know, trader from the ICT logic like to reason in terms of the price always seeks liquidity, and it's true. They are not wrong about it. It's true. The price seeks liquidity, okay? You need to understand if it's fresh liquidity or rest liquidity. You know the difference, or you want me to explain for you? Okay, the resting liquidity is the liquidity that you have stable at one point in time before the movement. So the red one is resting liquidity. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the biggest level of resting liquidity, that is this one. Why? Because you had before the accumulation phase, okay? Also, this one is resting liquidity and where they started to accumulate. What we have here, it's fresh liquidity. Fresh liquidity is the one they put when they want to fuel, listen to this word, to fuel the direction of the market. So you get, for example, aggression up, fuel of the liquidity, okay, absorption of the sellers, and going here. This one is what lets you trail, okay, the position in an efficient way. Why? Because let me give you an example here. Let's say that we are accumulating. Okay? Nasdaq effort area. But you see the biggest cluster of resting liquidity by here. What do you think? Guys, I had to leave. Please remind Fabio to start new stream to close 3 hours. How much are we, guys? We started 3:30. We are 2 hours and a half. 3 hours and a half we are. Not believe it. $130? No, 130 it's here, guys. They reach 135. I need to wait for this because this is where I expect them to retrace. Oh, maybe. Oh, you gave me a good anticipatory call. Let's see. No. For example, let me also show you here. Look at this, okay? For example, we have here resting liquidity here. Do we have resting liquidity of the buyers here? No. What does it mean, guys? This means that what we can see here, okay, it's not as relevant as the discount levels. This means that the price can accelerate here. And this one, it's resting liquidity above. Look what the price did, okay? Look what the price did. The price strike this resting liquidity to go up, okay? To go to the next liquidity level here, okay? And then to break this liquidity level to go to the level that I was marking when I wanted to go long, the 150. Is it more clear now? How you can use also live? That's the reason it's important to check how the price behave when it reach this. For example, here is still inside the range. Okay, still inside the range. Now, let's go to see here what the market is doing, okay? The market, it's getting aggressive, but have a lot of limit orders above. This is the level. Freddy was marking this level, the 140, 130. This level here, it's even stronger. I have a 60 resting contract, okay? What does it mean? That this is like a ceiling, okay? And this is like our floors. So what we want to do here is that we want to pair when we have both of them. And that's the reason this area that I'm marking for you here is super interesting. 118 to 115. They are going. They are going. They are going. Let's see the interaction. I want to see the interaction here. Okay? I don't know why, but it seems that when I put the heat map, the market decides to move a little bit more. Yeah, I can see. I'm analyzing, guys. Okay? Okay? We have liquidity. Can you see that we have liquidity still below, sorry? So we expect another leg down. Another leg down, maybe to the 28, 120. You see this white? Pam, taken. Taken, then the market start to feel it, okay? Start to have not so easy time going short when they feel these orders. Okay, they try again. Let's see how it goes. Because if you see sellers getting aggressive and breaking, you don't have a setup. This is how you can use this for confirmation. What can we see? The buyers getting aggressive here, okay? I want to try to get a position as soon as we rebalance this movement, okay? We didn't feel the liquidity. They are starting to accumulate here. We don't have any Nasdaq effort area, okay? But we can try to scalp using the heat map, okay? Let's try to close positive this shit day of compression. I'm waiting for the market to get aggressive and fill. You see all this liquidity level below? Look how much they are. How many they are, sorry, not how much. Okay? Okay, we got filled on the way up. Let's see if this is a reload of the buyers. They are failing the auction as of now. Let me show you the heat map in a zoomed way. So they still can fill. I took a really small stop loss. I put a really small stop loss to see if they can squeeze up. If this one is an aggression on the way down, okay, we can reload here. Okay, we can reload here. Let's see how they go. Still chopping. Still chopping. They are going to fill the liquidity there. I cannot see the chat, guys. Trying to show you the liquidity, the reasoning that I make in real time. As soon as we go, when they clean the level, if they clean the level, I show you, okay? I back in the chat of WOP. Buyers aggressive. Buyers getting the lead. Trying to get the lead. Sellers protecting. Also in this environment, you understand how they are behaving. Because also here, for example, you see they reloaded this. They reloaded sell liquidity and then they cancel. This is a spoof. This is a spoof order. What they did, they load liquidity, didn't got filled and they cancel. Okay. This one got filled. This liquidity got filled. Okay. But this one got canceled. So it's like if they want to create the impression of going down, and this is illegal. This is something that cannot be done in financial markets. They are defrauding people. Okay. This is a fraud. Let's see how we go. I put the position risk-free. It got my stop loss in profit here. I will reload on this level. The second that I take the chat. Guys, are you understanding everything? Okay. Yeah, the chart always moves. The chart is the result, but the heat map is giving you, for example, this filling level, okay? So I took a small, I put a stop in profit of nothing, $50, but because I was watching what? I was watching that they rejected. Look at this. Can you see this ball absorbed on this liquidity level? Can you see it? I know, because if I share the heat map, I have one screen to share, okay? Now here, what I was seeing, I was seeing that they still have a lot of level to fill below, and I start to see that they start to load sell liquidity, okay? So you can manage your position also based on this. I took the, where is it? Here. I took the stop loss out, look. I enter here, okay? And this week down, okay, took me the stop loss in profit. But why? Because this is the environment still. We are closed in this choppy. But this is the area that we marked before, okay? This is the area that we marked. Now, if we manage to clean this one, okay, to clean this area here, we could also try, I hope some of you, I've been really aggressive in the position management, but this one is the level, and the next liquidity level, here they go. The next liquidity level is 150. So you have one bomb here. The second bomb on the 160. Can you see, guys? One in chat. It's possible to trade only with Heatmap, but you need to be doing only this, not to watch the chat. It's impossible to do with 3 screen, deep charts, deep DOM, the chat. You need to be super fast. 160. 160 it's here. Okay. This is the final target of this position. So it's from here, okay? TP1 could be potentially here. It came better than expected, the masterclass, because I could show one setup from the beginning to the end with the heat map. I will jump on the train again with you here. Let me zoom in. I will jump on the train again with you if we have a retracement on the 28,130. Yeah, the heat map is nice for position management also. How many of you took it this long, guys? One in chat. Okay. Be careful on this level, the 150. Too many big order backs. Too many big orders. No, it's beautiful. It's still looking beautiful. Still looking beautiful. I think even if you see absorption here, I think this is the time that they will break. Yeah, one time we need to do a heat map scalping session silent. I only chart, but I don't talk, I don't watch the chat. I think you can get a lot of value, but we cannot do Q&A like we are doing today. I've been too aggressive with position management today because the only two area that we took, let me remove everything. First time here, unfilled. First time here, second time here. Look at the areas. This one we didn't took. I don't know why I put like this. They are perfect. Even if there is not a lot of volatility, how we frame it, we frame with the Nasdaq effort, this one, and profile framing. This was a AAA plus Nasdaq effort. Text me one in chat if it's clear for everyone. This one was more discretionary. I didn't add a Nasdaq effort here. I wanted to give you still some value and still how you can use discretionality to jump in trades where you don't have the setups from the model. I think we will break this one clearly now. They go to the 150 or the 160 is more difficult, but to the 150 they go. And this one here, that was this level. And we see using two confirmation. The first confirmation is the fact that this area here was the order track shift. Okay, so the buyers took control from order track here, and you were below the value area low here. And the second confirmation that you see here is the fact that they had the liquidity heat map levels here that they didn't got filled, okay? They got filled in the beginning, the first one, look, this one. All these one are unfilled, it means there is a lot of buying interest here. You see why the reason they are still working on it, because this one, it's a reload. This should be white. This should be white, guys. It's red because when you use MBO, sometimes these are made from one single order and is not identifying correctly. That's the reason it's not available for anyone at the moment. We are working with the team to solve all these small problems. But what's your feedback on the heatmap, guys? Seeing one setup from the beginning to the end, the reasoning that we made. You like it? Okay. They are to the 150 almost. Prepare the squeeze of the level. They almost touching. Now start protection. You need to know that the liquidity level start protecting some ticks below. Okay, so the 5 ticks below. So if you have a liquidity level of 150, usually you start to see some choppiness around 145. If you have 160, you start to see some choppiness 155. Okay, you see how many sellers are stepping in to protect? How many sellers are stepping in here to protect? Crazy. Buyers reloading. This is fresh liquidity of the sellers. What does it mean? They are protecting. They are protecting. Okay. So in my case, I will take a full take profit if I will still in. Okay. I will take a full take profit. Why I will take a full take profit? Because when you see setups like this, maybe they feel this level and they start to dance. You see, they are putting it lower. What does it mean, this one? It means that they are okay to be feel lower, but they want to be in the position. Okay. This means limit willing to be filled lower, but still with intention to go short. Look at the reaction. Absorption of the buyers, okay? Is it clear, guys? One in chat. I'm happy that we managed still to see some good setup. I got taken out stopping profit, but look at this. From the heatmap we saw this. Now they will start protecting here, okay? So they will try to engage the white level on the downside, okay? Now, I would like to teach you this in the systematic way, watching on the masterclass, and also I would like to improve the prop model. Guys, I already reached almost 3 hours. I need you to give me another 30 to 40 minutes. Okay? Amazing, guys. Wait, let me reply to Asgar. Asgar, can I ask you what model are you using? Because, for example, let's go on the model, okay? I want to see if everyone agree. Okay, let's go on setups of the model. Nasdaq effort. Okay, Nasdaq effort area here. IVB broke long. The only setup, if you want to respect a Nasdaq effort, is this today. Is it profitable or not? One. Now the question is, are you willing to wait here? I took reversal to view up. Brother, but like, I'm doing all this work, no? I'm working with institutionals. I'm bringing people that moved billions. I'm bringing you the best professional to give you validated model, okay? If then you want to use VWAP reversal, bro, with all the love that I can give you, but it's not a model I trade. They took the final take profit 150. Now they will try to squeeze the 160. You understand? Like, I don't trade mean reverting because I know that in moments where the Nasdaq is directional, okay, you can hurt yourself. If you trade mean reverting on VWAP and the market continues up, it's, you know. But anyway, you don't need to use my model. I just hope, one question I want to ask you, okay? I don't know where you are in the journey. I don't know how you are doing. I don't know what you studied before. I'm not here for you to copy my system. I'm not here to tell you that I'm the best scalper in the world. I think this one, it's really misleading because I'm an amazing trader, an amazing scalper, but for sure there are scalpers out there that can destroy me, okay? But what I want you from this mentorship and from this group is that you learn order flow. Now, the question that I ask you, did you learn order flow, Asgar? Did anyone here improved by learning how the market moves? Because what we are watching here is the nature of the market. It's not the strategy of Fabio, it's the nature of the market. This is my message. Okay? Now, Asgar, 20% drawdown, okay? 20% drawdown in one day. Is the problem the strategy? The problem is the risk management. I also have account, guys, I also have account that I can stress. I have account that I can stress. I can go on interactive with account that for me are small, okay? Go 200,000, 300,000, flip to 600, lose 100. I can do this stuff. But when I go full risk management, I engage a competition, I go full risk management. Okay. If you go full risk management, okay, you risk 3-5%. Too much, brother. Too much. 3-5% per trade. I don't know any professional trader that risks this much. Too much, brother. Too much. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. Another thing. Now you understand the power with this. I don't bring you anything that don't add value to your trading. And this is what I try. Like I'm being criticized because people are telling me, no, but you sell a software. First of all, I'm not the creator of deep charts. I'm contributing, okay, to give the best tool to the traders. The one I think are the best tools, maybe they are not the best tools for someone, okay? But I'm showing this to you, okay, in live, how the market moves, how it reacts to some condition. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Now, lesson 1 today. Is it clear how you can use from the Liquidity Heatmap Masterclass the Heatmap to take profit? Yes or no? Okay. Are the two setup of today, the long on the Nasdaq effort and the long here, setups that you understood? Yes or no? Amazing. Amazing, guys. Okay. Now they are at risk. That's the reason it's important to take this take profit. Okay. Today I managed the stop in profit bet, because if I didn't put stop in profit immediately, and I would, and this is for example an example of the fact that I'm humble with you. Okay, I don't give a shit of saying no. I made errors today, not in analysis. I made amazing analysis, but I managed with stop in profit and one slip also me out. So I minus 0.6, 0.7 R. Okay. Yeah, guys, I stop. So don't hate me, okay? Probably this program will be more than 100 hours because we are always exceeding the 3 hours. Now we stop and continue 1 hour, okay? 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of stop. We take 5 minutes of stop. I drink some water and we continue, okay? See you here.